Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lacey, Washington and Saints Field. It's time for some NCAA Division II softball live from the campus of St. Martin's University here at Saints Field. My name is Sky Gladstone. So excited to have you along for the ride. This one is going to be unique. It's a Tuesday afternoon. That's one weirdness of it all, that we're playing this midweek Tuesday game. Secondly, the away team is going to pitch first because this game is already underway. And it's underway with, as I double check, I believe a new pitcher out there. Have to double check all the lineups here. But it's 8-3 right now. St. Martin's has the lead, if you can tell based on our scoreboard there. Starting pitcher, or the resumption pitcher, is still Maddie Mayer. Going to check every single position to see if anyone has changed. It looks like the infield stays the same, which is Willoughby behind the plate, Conklin at third, Valdez at short, Carlos at second, Brander at first. The outfield still has McLaughlin in center field, Doigan left, and McGow in right field. First pitch of the resumption is a swing and a miss by Shea Lopez. Count goes to 0-1. 12:55 starting time. It's 55 degrees. The sun is out outside, which is a great sight to see because the reason we didn't get this one done to start was because of rain. This one's hit back to Maddie Mayer. She fields it, throws to first. It's a ground out for out number 1. Mayer to Brander. Starting lineup, or the resumption lineup, in theory, for St. Martin's, unless we have any changes. The lineup should be Lopez leading off, who you just saw. Again, batting second, Connerly third, Patrick fourth, Lawson fifth, Schultz sixth, and the bottom three, Matlock Smoke and Megan Convery. This is still Haley Agana batting into left-handed batter's box, and it's a called strike for an 0-1 count. One out here, bottom of the third, 8-3. St. Martin's leads. Agana, in the first part of this game, she was 1 for 2. She reached on an error and doubled. That one's off the plate. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 coming in from the starting pitcher, Maddie Mayer. Looked at a possible bump, but it's a ball off, low and away. Count goes to 2-1. That one misses in the dirt. The catcher, Willoughby, can't grab it, so now it's a 3-1 hitters count for Haley Agana, who is at a .445 batting average. She is not just up for freshman of the year in the conference, but she is up for player of the year with her outstanding stat line, 16 RBIs and a home run to go alongside the high batting average for the freshman out of Mililani, Hawaii. 3-1 coming in from the lefty to the lefty. Swings on it down the left field line. It hits, and it is a foul ball. Count goes to 3-2. Three-two with one out. Pitch in for Mayer. Swings on it, popped up into the air. It's foul. One out here, bottom of the third. The Saints put up 4 runs in the bottom of the first this game, 4 in the bottom of the second. Don't worry if you're just tuning in. You're not late. This is a resumed game from earlier in the season. Swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Maddie Mayer to get 2 gone. Up comes Destiny Connerly now. Connerly, 2 weeks ago, she had 3 total hits in 4 games, and they were 3 home runs. That's efficiency. Destiny Connolly into the right-handed batter's box against Mayer. She is 0 for 0 in this contest. A sac bunt and a walk. That one misses low and away. Count goes to 1-0. Connerly Jr. out of Spanaway, Washington. This is senior day. 3 seniors were honored before. Abby Runyon, Megan Convery, and Olivia Schmidt. We'll have a chance to talk about all 3 of those pitchers throughout this contest. The pitcher in this game actually is Abby Runyon, so we'll talk about her in the top half of the 4th. 2-0 count to Destiny Connerly. Make it 3-0 as that one misses low and away. 8-3 here, bases empty, 3-0 count. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Again, a resumed game with the Saints having a good cushion to start this contest. Not a bad way to start. That one's ball 4, just off the plate. Connerly hesitated to make sure the call was going to go her way before she sprinted on down to first. So she continues to not have a plate appearance. Now she has 2 walks and a sacrifice bunt on her stat sheet in this contest. Two outs now as Brittany Patrick steps up. Patrick was plunked by a pitch, and she also singled. That one misses low, and it's 5 straight balls thrown by Maddie Mayer, the ace for this Western Oregon squad. She's a senior from Portland, Oregon, graduate of Rex Putnam High School. And there is a strike. 1-1. Brittany Patrick. Where's the number 10 out of Raymond, Washington? 1-1. Off the plate. Two-one now is the count with 2 outs here. Speedy Destiny Connerly over on first. She's never too afraid to try and swipe a bag. Count goes to 3-1. Maybe she'll just get a walk to second if one more ball is tallied to Brittany Patrick. Three-one. Hitters count into the Saints' third baseman. Ball 4. She'll take a walk. Connerly will move to second base. Patrick now standing at first. Shelby Lawson now steps in. Lawson, she's earned herself 2 free passes already today. She was walked and plunked. It's always so interesting to see games that are resumed about a month later because you see how the lineup has evolved since then as that one misses low. Shelby Lawson playing second base here in this contest. But the more recent lineups that head coach Jim Peterson has put out has put her in right field to make room for Vanessa Smoke, who is the designated player in this lineup. Have Herbie slotted in to playing in the field, Vanessa Smoke, and then also find a place in the field for Lawson, who's proved herself versatile in her first season. That one misses low. Count goes to 2-1. All right, now the Saints pretty much just taking everything. They're letting Meyer dig her own hole. Meyer's thrown 21 pitches this inning, and thus today, 33 as she came on in relief. And a strike will even up the count at 2-2. Now Lawson will have to protect in a 2-strike count. 2-2 and 2 outs. The starter and thus the pitcher in line for the loss as it stands is number 16, Chelsea Smith. This one's hit foul over near the Western Oregon dugout. We'll do 2-2 again. Chelsea Smith went 1 2/3 innings. She allowed 5 hits, all of the 8 runs were against her. However, 0 of them earned thanks to 4 errors by the Western Oregon defense. Smith certainly didn't help herself out with the 2 hit by pitches and 2 walks that she put up. 2-2. It'll miss. Ball 3. Now it's a full count pitch. That means runners, Patrick and Connerly, will be going on the pitch with 2 outs. Payoff pitch coming in to Shelby Lawson, a freshman out of Des Moines, Washington. Meyer gets the sign. Loops and fires, swung on, and it is a fair ball down the left field line, deep into the corner. Extra bases, Shelby Lawson holds it second. 2-run score. It's a 2 RBI double for Shelby Lawson, and it's 10-3. With the runners going on the pitch, it was absolutely no chance. As soon as that one snuck fair beside third base, Connerly was easily going to score from second, and Patrick buzzed all the way around to home quite easily as well. 10-3 SMU in front. And what a way to restart as Kekai Schultz will step up now. Schultz 1 for 1 in the first part of this contest. She has herself a sacrifice fly and a single. Looks like we're going to get a pitching change. We'll take a – well, actually, we're having a conversation with the umpires right now. I think they are reversing that last play and saying it was a foul ball. Jim Peterson right now just put his hands on his head and was having a conversation with our home plate umpire. Shelby Lawson staying on second still. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they say that it got out of play or something. I'm looking through the binoculars at Jim Peterson, who just has his hands kind of on his hips in disbelief. Destiny Connerly is sent back to second base. Brittany Patrick sent back to first. And I guess we'll register that one as a foul ball. So make it back to 8-3. What a deflating situation here, but we'll see if Shelby Lawson can try and repeat herself. This one swung on out to left field and foul down the left field line. That one carried well off the bat. Going to get some clarification. Again, we're up right near where the cameras are, so we don't get to hear exactly what the umpires will tell the press box crew down there. And yes, that's exactly what happened. They called it a fair ball initially, and then they changed it to foul. This one's lifted up in the infield. Calling everybody off is the third baseman, Conklin. She'll grab it for out number 3. A little controversy in the bottom of the third. A fair ball taken back and takes 2 runs off the board for SMU. It's 8-3 as we head to the 4th. Back here, we're in the top of the fourth. It's Abby Runyon to throw the pitches for St. Martin's University. The defensive alignment is Matlock at first, Lawson at second, Connerly at third, and Connerly at short, Brittany Patrick at third. The outfield from left to right is Agena, Lopez, and Megan Convery. Actually, it does not look like we have Megan Convery in the outfield. That looks like Olivia Schmidt, who has slotted in to start on her senior day. And again, this won't technically go down as a start for her, I don't believe. As that one hits the zone, the count is 1-1 on Kira McLaughlin. This one swung on, hit weakly to second, fielded by Lawson. Lawson flips, and it's a 4-3 ground out for out number one. Obviously, a lot better playing conditions today than when this game started. Part of the reason for the 4 errors as this one's hit over to third and thrown across the diamond in time to get out Maddie Doig. Part of the reason for the 4 errors by Western Oregon was it was a rain trickling down kind of day that really made for some rough conditions for the defenses and for the pitcher. I mentioned the hit by pitches and the walks thrown by Western Oregon as this one's hit out to right. Easy play for Schmidt, and it's a 5-pitch inning from Abby Runyon. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fourth. Back here, we are in the bottom of the fourth. Kai Schultz leads us off at 6, 7, and 8. Schultz sees that first pitch go high for ball one. Matlock and Smoke are also due up. This one's hit up into the air in the infield. Conklin over. No, it's actually the shortstop Valdez that will make the grab for out number one. Olivia Matlock stepping in. Matlock a single of the infield variety as well as a walk. First pitch in the zone, a called strike. This one swung on. Great job by the third baseman Conklin to put the glove and grab that one down. 5-3. We got 2 gone. Neither side is wasting much time here at the plate. And Matlock grounds out that should make way for Vanessa Smoke. Let's see if it is Smoke that stands in, and yes, it is. As you can tell, you watch this pre-bat routine that she has. Now that we have a zoomed-in home plate camera, you can see it real good as she gets a called strike. She kind of slants her bat over the plate and then pops it up and steps in. Every single time like clockwork. The 0-1 coming in. She was the winner of the Most Superstitious Award due to that at the 2023 Marty's, which happened a week ago today. Smoke is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. That one misses. Count goes to 2-1. If you start looking at that pre-at-bat routine, it can almost get mesmerizing. Baseball, softball players, they are a different breed, that's for sure. This one swung on up the middle, fielded by the second baseman, Carlos. She fires over to first, and it's out number 3. Meyer responds to Runyon's quick inning with an 8-pitch inning of her own. Don't go anywhere. It's still 8-3 as we head to the 5th. Back here, we are on the top of the 5th, due up this half inning for Western Oregon. It's Brander, Conklin, and Valdez, 8-9-1. Swing and a miss to start it off. Count goes to 0-1. That one up high, 1-1 now the count. Two and one as that one misses low and away off the plate. Maddie Brander in the first portion of this competition was 0 for 1 with the ground out to second. 3-1 count. Now, as Brander has a hitter's count, the first baseman for Western Oregon. Brander hails from the Tri-Cities area, Pasco, Washington. Swing and a miss makes the count full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. And that does it for the first batter of the inning. Strikeout swinging. Good job by Runyon to work back from a 3-ball count and get herself a K. Now the number 9 batter, Sydney Conklin, will step in and see the first pitch. Ooh, in the bottom of the zone, a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. She singled into center field her first time up, all the way back when this game started. That one up high, ball 1, counts 1-1. This one swung on. It's going to get over the head of the first baseman, Matlock, and into right field. A base knock for Sydney Conklin. She's 2 for 2 now on the stat sheet. Up now is the leadoff batter, Bella Valdez. Sees that one go off the plate. Valdez is 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. This is her first at-bat of today, however. That one misses up high. Count is 2-0. Valdez, the leadoff person, out of Tualatin, Oregon. A junior, graduate of Tualatin High School, same alma mater as one of St. Martin's starting pitchers, Tia Ridings. They're both juniors as well. Likely have seen plenty of each other throughout their lives, whether it's on the softball diamond or elsewhere. That one misses the zone. Count goes to 3-1. So again, Runyon finds herself behind in the count with a 5-run lead. There's a called strike, and the count has worked full for Bella Valdez. Swings on it, it's a foul ball. Swings on this one, a high fly ball. And that's Destiny Connerly that can't come up with it in foul territory. Not an error on her. But it is a ball that she would have wanted to be able to catch. So call it a foul ball to keep the count at 3-2 instead of being able to grab out number 2. Ball 4, and Bella Valdez earns herself a walk out of it all. And now runners will be on first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 5th as Shelby Smalley comes up. This one's floated to shallow center field. And in to make the play is Shea Lopez to grab it and prevent the runner Conklin from going home. Bases will now be loaded with 1 out. Big moment here as the number 3 batter, Kate McGow, comes up. McGow out of Raymond, Washington, a transfer from Lower Columbia Community College. 0 for 2 in the first part of this game, but now a big chance to flip the script. Swing to high right field, the catch, and now a throw that will be cut off. They'll bite the sacrifice fly on it. And Valdez moves up, as does Conklin, to score. Shelby Smalley stays put over at first base. 8-4 is our scoreline here. That one misses off the plate to Natalie Willoughby, who now steps in. Willoughby 1 for 2 with a double in a straightaway center field. She also lined into a double play. This one swung on, and it's through into left field. A base knock, an RBI single from Natalie Willoughby, who makes it 8-5 now. Valdez ends up scoring on that one. Shelby Smalley to second base, Willoughby to first. The tying run now comes to the plate. Check swing, it's a foul ball. 8-5, top of the fifth. 0-1 count, 2 outs, runners on first and second for Western Oregon. Off speed, misses off the plate. Count goes to 1-1 for Kira McLaughlin, center fielder who has a bunt single in this contest. Squares to bunt again. This one's foul. Now a 2-strike pitch, and you will not expect a bunt attempt. And there is strike 3. It ends this half inning, but 2 across on a sac fly and an RBI single by Willoughby. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fifth. Back here, we're in the bottom of the fifth. It's Schmidt, Lopez, and again a 9-1-2 in this half inning against Maddie Mayer. First pitch swinging, popped up into the air and out of play. Oh, 1 is the count now on Mayer versus Schmidt. Misses high. Count goes to 1-1. That one misses low. Now it's 2-1. Swung on, hit well down the right field line, tracking over and going face first into the tarp over there is the right fielder, McGow. Team's going to check on her to make sure she's okay. That was a crunch. Kira McLaughlin checking with her, selling out for that one. Good hustle by the right fielder, McGow, who we saw get that sacrifice fly. Count is 2-2 after the foul ball on Olivia Schmidt. That one was way off, as you can see. Count goes full, 3-2. Next pitch will be number 50 for Maddie Mayer since coming on. Infield's coming in just to check on her, make sure she's okay after missing that one as badly as she did. 3-2 with no outs and the base is empty for the leadoff batter this half inning, Olivia Schmidt. Olivia Schmidt, when writing the Senior Day script that I have to write as part of my job duties, when writing her script, what stuck out to me is the number of times she's been hit by pitch. It is a insanely high number. As now I have to pull it up for you. Started talking about it without having the stat right in front of me. Broke one of the cardinal rules there. The senior out of Eugene, Oregon has worked herself a walk. Schmidt, first of all, she's played in a total of 123 games in her career. This will be number 124. Great numbers for her. 235 lifetime batting average, 61 hits, 23 runs scored, 50 RBIs, which 61 hits and 50 RBIs, that's a really good number to have for yourself. It means you're bringing in a lot of runs and pretty clutch with most of your hits as Shea Lopez now steps in with a runner on first, no outs. Squares to bunt, pulls back. It's a ball. Snap throw down to first is unsuccessful to get Olivia Schmidt, who has just one career stolen base that she did earlier this year. Hit by pitch numbers, however, are higher than her walk numbers. That was her 23rd time that she has walked in her career, Olivia Schmidt. She's been hit 29 times as that one misses high. So plenty of bruises to show for it, including 11 total hit by pitches in the 2022 season last year. Her highlight offensively came in her sophomore year when in her 31 games played she batted .315 and had 14 RBIs. Drops down this sacrifice bunt to perfection. Meyer fields and throws to first. Sacrifice bunt works out 1-4 for out number one. Schmidt moves up to second. Up comes Haley Agena now. Again, we'll see that one hit the zone. A called strike. Count is 0-1. One of the best storylines that I got to see when I was looking back, and, you know, I haven't seen Olivia Schmidt's past 3 seasons, as that one makes it 0-2. But her first home run came against Western Oregon, and it was about as dramatic as you can get. It's extra innings, bottom of the 8th. The Saints are down 2. This is her first ever game played at home as a true freshman for Olivia Schmidt. That one misses off, makes it 1-2. The Saints are down 2. There's 1 out, so they have just 2 outs to get 2 across. There's 1 on for Olivia Schmidt, and she rocks a home run to tie the game and ended up going all the way to the 10th inning where Olivia Schmidt would force an error out of Western Oregon to once again tie the game, and then the Saints would walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. Swing and a miss there for Haley Agena, and the count is expired. That's the second out, and it will bring up Destiny Connerly. Connerly still has not registered a official at-bat as the entire infield is going to come in. Just wanted to have a quick little breakdown talk. I'll use the binocs here to try and see what's all this conversation, as the pitching coach will now head back to the dugout and leave Meyer in the circle, ready to fire the first pitch to Destiny Connerly. First pitch hits the outside of the zone. A called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1, 2 outs. Schmidt on second. She reached on a leadoff walk, got to second on a sacrifice bunt. This pitch misses off the plate. Count is even now 1-1. One of the biggest plays of this game came when Destiny Connerly thought she had scored as part of a 2 RBI double by Shelby Lawson. It was called back, said to be a foul ball rather than a fair ball. And it ended up being a pop-out. Connerly was stranded on base, thinking about possibly bunting there, but then pulling back, making it a 2-1 count as it missed high and away. 2-1, 2 outs. Schmidt on second, going on contact. 8 runs for the Saints in this contest, all unearned. That floater misses high and away, and it's 3-1 now for Connerly. On deck, Brittany Patrick. Patrick, the epitome of consistency, always sitting somewhere around the 4 or 5 hole in the lineup. That one, nice off speed to find the zone, and it's 3-2 with 2 outs. Saints lead by 3, would love to tack on a run here, give them a little bit more of a cushion. Off the plate, and Destiny Connerly reaches base for the 3rd straight time via a walk in this game. Up comes Brittany Patrick. She's 1 for 1. She walked her last time up. Mayer has had some problems with the strike zone since this restart. That's her 6th walk of the contest. Saints haven't been really able to hit her, though, other than that phantom called back double. First pitch misses the zone, and Patrick's ahead 1-0. Patrick does have a single in this game, but it was on the initial pitcher, Chelsea Smith. 1-0 coming in with 2 outs. Make it 2-0. That one misses low. Olivia Schmidt, you can see her in the foreground of your screen there, waiting on second base. She's been there for a while, ever since she got there on the sacrifice bunt by Shea Lopez. Called strike, count goes to 2-1. Despite only having 1 career stolen base, Schmidt, as an outfielder, does have good speed. She's shown it before. And with the luxury of 2 outs and to be going on anything, could have a good chance to get home. Check swing results in a foul ball. Schmidt has scored 23 times in her SMU career. She's scored 6 runs in all of her previous seasons. If she scores here, it would be her 6th time this season. Ball 3. The left side of the infield, the shortstop Valdez and the third baseman Conklin were just about had their gloves off in their dugout before turning around and running back out. They thought that was strike 3. 3-2, 2 outs, runners going on the pitch. Ball 4, bases loaded for Shelby Lawson, who will now have a chance to bring this one full circle after having her 2 RBI double be ripped off the board last time she stepped up to the plate. Connerly now on second, Patrick on first, Schmidt on third. They all reached on walks. Shelby Lawson at the plate, 0 for 1. She ended up popping out to third on her last at-bat. This one is ripped over to third, fielded, and botched there. It's going to go down as a hit, I believe. That's my initial gut instinct on that one because it was a ripper over to short. And it will go down as a hit, as I've conferred with some of my cohorts that are down field side to say that one was a hot one off the bat of Shelby Lawson. Call it an infield RBI single and make it 9-5 in favor of the St. Martin Saints. Schmidt ends up scoring. That is her 6th run of the year. She scored 6 runs in all 4 of her seasons as a Saint for a total of 24 career runs scored. There is ball 1 and ball 2 to Kekai Schultz. Kekai Schultz has a grand slam, but it was on the road at Simon Fraser University. 2-0. Coming in, she's got a sacrifice and a single, but today just a pop out. Off speed into the zone. 2-1 now is the count. That one locks into the bottom left corner. 9-5 is our score here. Lots of speed on the base paths for SMU. Connerly at third, Patrick at second, Lawson at first. 2-2, 2 outs coming into Kekai Schultz, batting in the 6th spot from the catcher position. Off the plate, we go full. Runners will be going once again on the pitch. Schultz with a chance to break this game wide open. Mayer a chance to limit the damage and keep her offense within striking distance. The payoff pitch coming from the southpaw. Bends down to get it, and it's Conklin to reach up and grab it out of the sky over at third base for out number 3. All it is in the 5th is an RBI infield single by Shelby Lawson. We head to the 6th. 9-5 SMU. Back here, we're in the top of the 6th inning. Do up this half frame for Western Oregon, 6, 7, and 8. Doig, Carlos, and Brander. First pitch to Doig is a ball up and away. Count goes to 1-0. Strikeout swinging and a ground out for Doig today. Off speed to make it 2-0. Smaller strike zone today, so both pitchers, it's going to be a question of who can react to it quicker. That one swung on. Great contact down the left field line and over the head of Haley again. Turning for 2 is Doig. The throw coming in. Relay nearly got her at second, but it's safe at second. A double from Matty Doig. The leadoff batter is aboard here on the top of the 6th. Up comes Logan Carlos now, the second baseman. 1 for 2 with a double. Now we have a pinch runner as well at second base as this first pitch misses high and away. The pinch runner at second is number 12, Carly Turpin, freshman out of Boise, Idaho, graduate of Capitol High. Swing and a miss, count goes to 1-1. And that one will hit Carlos. She'll reach on a free pass, and things getting interesting once again here at Saints Field. How crucial will be that insurance run on the infield single by Shelby Lawson. Think we might have a pinch hitter here. Squaring a bunt and dropping down a foul is number 19. No, number 15 out there. Maddie Brander is pinch hit for by number 15, Bailey Kahele. Foul ball to make it 0-1. Apparently, maybe she's a sack bunting specialist as the count is 0-1. She swings away at that one, now down 0-2. So if she was a sack bunting specialist, that opportunity has pretty much been extinguished. And she's going to have to swing away at this one. She pops it up, and it's grabbed by Kate Kai Schultz behind the plate. Works out perfectly for SMU to get the pinch hitter to pop out in foul territory. A big out number 1. Up steps Sydney Conklin. She drops down a sacrifice bunt, and it's going to trickle foul. What a smart play by the freshman Matlock, who was about to touch it and says, no, it's going foul. And that's exactly what it did. Count goes to 0-1. This one swung on a miss. Count is 0-2 on Sydney Conklin, the 9 batter in the lineup with 2 singles to the opposite side for Sydney Conklin. Up high, count goes to 1-2. Conklin was the third baseman that couldn't handle the hot shot from Shelby Lawson. Goes down as a hit, but still, just like that pop foul that Connerly couldn't field in foul territory, it's one that you want to have, even though you don't get knocked for it on the stat sheet. The 1-2 misses, makes it 2-2. This one hit foul off the top of the SMU dugout. Two with 1 out and 2 on. This one again, foul the opposite way. Again, lashed foul. The opposite way. You can see Sydney Conklin late to most of these pitches, but she has both her hits to the opposite side. If she can get one to fall there in kind of the right-handed slap technique, it should work out just fine. This one fouled straight back into the netting, and Conklin doing a great job staying alive. Another 2-2 coming in from Runyon. Misses, and it gets off the glove of Kai Schultz. It's going to be a passed ball to allow Turpin to move up, as well as Carlos. Three-two, lifted to shallow center. Lopez comes in, makes an amazing grab. A full layout from Shea Lopez. What a grab from her. And it keeps the pinch runner Turpin held up at third because it was shallow enough. And that one does not feel good because she went hard into the grass and the ground. Take a little second to shake that one off. But nevertheless, a web gem from Shea Lopez to get a huge out number 2, take the sacrifice off the board, and give her pitcher a better chance to strand the runners. If she didn't field that cleanly, it was all sorts of run possibilities for the Wolves. Still not extinguished, though, as 2 stay in scoring position. 1-1 is the count on Bella Valdez, the leadoff batter. 2 strikeouts and a walk. On the corner of the zone, 1-2. 2 outs. Runyon just wanting one more strike to get herself out of this 6th inning jam. Hit to Connerly. She fields and throws out number 3. A web gem play from Shea Lopez highlights the top of the 6th. Nothing on the board for the Wolves, as the last chance for insurance will be coming up in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th here, due up for St. Martin's at 7, 8, and 9. As that one hits the zone, a called strike. Count is 0-1. So it seems like Kahele staying in at first as this one's fouled, and the count goes to 0-2. But Doig will stay in, or Doig will come back at left field. The 0-2 misses. Matlock still behind 1-2. Off the plate now, 2-2. Saints utilizing the pre-delay points that they tallied. 4 in the first, 4 in the second. They've only scored 1 since the restart as this one's hit to right field. Camping under it and making the grab is McGow for out number 1. Vanessa Smoke stepping in now. One out now, base is empty. Mayer fires the first pitch into the zone, a called strike. Now even 1-1. Make it 2-1 as that one misses. Two one out. Bottom of the 6th, 9-5. SMU leads Western Oregon. This one hit slow roller to short. Fielded by Valdez, and the throw was in time for out number 2. And now Olivia Schmidt will step back in. Schmidt scored the lone run of this restart for SMU. She crossed the plate for the 24th time in her SMU career on the infield RBI single by Shelby Lawson. Swings on the first pitch out to right field. Backing up and making the catch is the right fielder McGow for out number 3. The last chance for the Western Oregon Wolves coming right up. They're down 4. They have 3 outs to get it. back here. First pitch is a strike into Shelby Smalley. It's 2-3-4, the last chance for Western Oregon in the form of Smalley, McGow, and Willoughby. 0-1 coming in. Swung on, a high fly ball to right field. It's Olivia Schmidt to make the play. Out number one. Now 2 outs to get 4 runs for Western Oregon. Good fight by them shown after this restart as they found themselves in a hole, down 8-3, thanks to some sloppy defense in the first 2 innings of this game before it got knocked and pushed to this date due to the rain that was coming down that day. This one's hit over to third. Patrick Fields. Patrick throws, and Matlock collects for out number 2. The last chance now for the Wolves after they've won the restart 2-1, but it doesn't matter because the 8 unearned runs by SMU loom large and have them up 9-5 here as Willoughby steps in, the last chance for the Wolves. First pitch misses up high. Count goes to 1-0. Check swing. Oh, she went. Ooh, she did not, I guess. I'm a long way away. Thought that she might have gone there, though. It looked awfully close for those wrists to break, but instead the count goes to 2-0. 2-0. Off speed, and it's through into left field for a base hit, so Willoughby extends this contest just a little bit farther with a base knock. She finishes, unless the Wolves bat around, she finishes 3 for 4 on the day. Not too bad for her stat sheet. And we're going to get a pinch something. And Willoughby is coming out, so it's a pinch runner over at first base. As I'm not going to be able to see the number. It might be Kate Ronning. Number 2. It's not a very tall player over there. I know that. And the player has long enough hair that covers up most of her numbers, so even though I'm staring through binoculars and don't have a great angle, when it is shown to me, I have no idea who it is. This should be McLaughlin at the plate, but I believe this is a pinch hitter as well. I think the hitter is Victoria Zimmerman rather than McLaughlin, number 21. This one over to Destiny Connerly, and she throws to second, and it's safe there at second. She had to go down to her knees to try and collect that one. And it was unsuccessful. I still think it's a hit because she had to go into the hole to try and make that play. So call it an infield single. And then the ball misses there, a wild pitch to move the runners up, both in a scoring position now at 2 outs. Down to their last out, the Wolves showing some fight here. The 1-0. Hit out to left. Again, watched it go over her head. It's down for a hit. Both runs score. It is 9-7, and the tying run is going to come to the plate. That was Doig with the 2 RBI double. And we will see a new pitcher, Chloe Leverington, coming on to get one out and get the save. Don't go anywhere. An exciting finish coming right up. Back here, the new pitcher is Chloe Leverington. And the first pitch is into the zone. Chloe Leverington coming on for a chance to get a save here. On the season, Chloe Leverington has 8 saves. This will be number 9 for her in a dramatic situation here. Tying run at the plate in the form of Logan Carlos. That one misses off. Count goes to 1-1. Maddie Doig, the runner, or actually it's a pinch runner on second base. That's number 8, Sophie Franklin. She's the pinch runner. This one hit into the air. Shea Lopez getting over, but it's Olivia Schmidt that squeezes it for out number 3, and the St. Martin Saints escape this one by a score of 9-7. Whew. Wipe the sweat off your brow there, Saints fans, and Western Oregon fans, you can feel some relief nonetheless that another game will be coming right up. This contest goes to the Saints. It is victory number 23 for them on the season, number 10 in GNAC play. The record for Western Oregon is now 11-8 in the conference and 22-23 on the season. They'll try and get back to 500 next game. We'll get started not too far from here, so don't you worry. Stay on this broadcast. We're just going to drop off the airwaves for you. The win will go to Abby Runyon. The loss will go to the starter who you didn't even get to see today, number 16, Chelsea Smith. We'll see who takes the circle for each team in Game 2. But until then, thank you for tuning in to Game 1. The final score, St. Martin's wins 9-7. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We're just about ready to get underway from Saints Field for Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Game 1, a continuation from a March 12th contest between these two sides. This one was supposed to be played on March 12th, but it is fully here on April 25th. Hope you are having a leading off for Western Oregon is Logan Carlos. That one skipped in from Tia Ridings, the starting pitcher for St. Martin's University. Tia Ridings, the left-hander out of Tualatin, Oregon. A 1-1 pitch coming in from Ridings. Swung on, popped up in the air. It's a foul, out of play. It'll be Conklin after Carlos, and then Lewis is the designated player today. She'll bat third in the lineup. That one misses. Count goes to 2-2. Willoughby, McGow, and Doig make up the middle three, and the bottom three, it's number 1, number 15, and number 11, as that one's a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Number 1 is Valdez. Number 15 is the first baseman, Kahele. And then in second leadoff, it's McLaughlin, the speedy center fielder. First pitch to Conklin, the third baseman, up high. Count goes to 1-0. Starting pitcher is Chelsea Smith here in Game 2. This one swung on, fouled back. Counts even now, 1-1. One, dropping down a bunt. It's a foul ball. Count goes to 1-2. In left field for the Saints tonight, it is Haley Agena. Center field is Shea Lopez. Right field is Shelby Lawson back there. This one swung on and missed on the high pitch. Another strikeout. Riding says 2 up and 2 down by way of the K. At the plate is Isabel Lewis. Lewis, that was a ball. Don't know where that missed, maybe on the inside. You have a better view than I do sometimes on the zoomed-in camera that you're looking at. It's a little bit more straight on than I am, as I'm a little bit to the right of it. As that one definitely missed. Count goes to 2-0. And you're also zoomed in, which unfortunately my eyes do not really have a zoom feature, just a squint feature. That one up and in, and it's 3-0 on Lewis. Ball 4. Lewis will take her base. And so the 1-2-3 innings broken up by the 4-pitch walk. Up comes the catcher, Natalie Willoughby. Willoughby out of Junction City, Oregon. Graduate of Willamette High School. Foul ball to start us off. The 0-1 pitch into Willoughby. Swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt. Defensive alignment the rest of the way, other than the outfield. The infield alignment is Riley Gaudia behind the plate, Brittany Patrick over at third, Destiny Connerly at short, Vanessa Smoke at second, and Olivia Matlock, the first baseman. Misses up high. Count goes to 2-1. Or excuse me, 1-2, not 2-1. One, two outs. Ridings in the circle, fires it, swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Gaudia blocks. She'll throw to first. That will do it for out number 3. 3 strikeouts for Tia Ridings. She's off to a great start in inning number 1. The Saints up to bat in the bottom of the first. Back here, we're in the bottom of the first. The St. Martin's lineup looks like this. Again, leading off, Smoke Batten second, Connerly third, Patrick Matlock, Lawson are the middle 3. The bottom 3, Lopez, Gaudia, and Olivia Schmidt. First pitch from the starting pitcher, Chelsea Smith, is a ball outside. Smith on the season, a 8-10 record, as this one is swung on, and it's into left center field for a base knock from Haley Agena. Now Vanessa Smoke will step in. Rest of the stat line for Chelsea Smith, a 3.23 ERA, 8-10 record like I just said. This is her 21st appearance and her 19th start. She has 10 complete games. 125 strikeouts to 55 walks. And that was a ball. Looked at me like Smoke was squared down to bunt. Didn't really see her pull back on it, but that's what our home plate umpire says. I was kind of half paying attention, reading off the rest of the stats. So I was seeing that. Again, squaring a bunt. This one's perfect. Chelsea Smith will throw to second, and it's safe at second base. Trying to force a play there. And that's going to go down as a sacrifice bunt, fielder's choice, because really she should have thrown to first and had a clear play. That one hits the zone, a called strike. Again, looking a bunt. That one misses high. Count goes to 1-1. Or no, excuse me, 2-0. No, it is 1-1. The scoreboard was wrong. I was correct there. Now it's 2-1. No outs. Runner on second is Agena. Runner on first is Smoke. That one misses inside, and advancing 60 feet are both runners, so call it a wild pitch because I think it was more wild than it was a pass ball. Count goes to 3-1, and 2 are in scoring position right now for SMU. Three one is the count. Ball 4. Bases will be loaded with no outs. Wow. Trouble has come quick for Chelsea Smith. Her 10th pitch of the inning, and already a major jam to get out of. Just to limit it to 1 or maybe even 2 runs would be a success here, but a big swing and a miss, as Chelsea Smith is the pitcher to do it with the amount of strikeouts she has this year. Her and Maddie Mayer have been a 1-2 punch, and have helped this Western Oregon side get on a roll when it comes to GNAC play. This one's hit up into the air. It's foul, but Brittany Patrick finds herself in the hole 0-2. Patrick on the season mentioned the epitome of consistency. .330 batting average, no home runs, 22 RBIs, an on-base percentage of .411. It's 0-2 on Brittany Patrick. Misses up high. Good grab behind by Willoughby. Speaking of the defense, Willoughby behind the plate. Conklin at third. Valdez at short. Carlos at first. Carlos at second. And the first baseman is Kahele. Off the plate. Count goes to 2-2. The outfield from left to right is Doig, McLaughlin, and McGow. 2-2. No outs. Agena on third. Smoke on second. Connerly on first. Speed at all 3 bases. That one misses. 3-2. They've reached a variety of ways. Again, a Smoke and Connerly. First, it was just a regular old single into left field by Agena. Then a sacrifice bunt fielder's choices. This one's into center field. Grabbed by McLaughlin. Agena will charge home, and she'll be there successfully. It's a sacrifice fly. The scoring has started 1-0. SMU has the lead. Connerly and Smoke do not advance on the plays. One nothing. SMU on the one hit. They make do of their leadoff batter getting aboard. And for Haley Agena, another run scored for her this season. As that one hits the zone, makes it 0-1 on Olivia Matlock. Agena leads the team in runs scored. That was her 26th time crossing the plate for SMU. This one swung on, fouled back. Count goes to 0-2. Matlock on the season, part of an incredible freshman class. A .310 batting average, 6 home runs for her, tied for the team lead. 0-2. Swings and misses does Matlock, and a big second out, and Chelsea Smith is just 1 out away from getting out of a jam with 1 across. And I mentioned, if you can even limit it to 2, a bases loaded no out situation, you're doing okay for yourself. You limit it to 1, that's really the best you can ask for. It is a very tall task to not allow a single run, bases loaded, no outs. There's a called strike to start off the at-bat from Shelby Lawson. you see Chelsea Smith just loosening up a little bit without that runner on third base. Pitching more her style and finding the strike zone. That one slots into the zone, and it's 0-2. 20th pitch of the inning upcoming for Chelsea Smith. 0-2, 2 outs. Swings and misses on the high pitch, and that will retire the side. It's one across on the Brittany Patrick sacrifice fly. Saints lead 1-0. Back here, and it is the top of the second inning due up for Western Oregon as we get a swing and a miss from the leadoff batter. It's McGow, Doig, and Valdez, the right fielder, the left fielder, and the shortstop. 0-1 coming in from Tia Ridings. There's a swing and a miss. Tia Ridings surely up in the possibility of being one of the pitchers of the conference. A 2.63 ERA, 12-4 record. This is her 23rd appearance. She has 1 save, 1 complete game shutout. This one's caught in center field by Lopez for out number 1. Other stats, 77 strikeouts to 50 walks for Tia Ridings. Defense backing up here for Maddie Doig. This ball is foul to start off her at-bat. She had 2 doubles in the continuation that we finished up in game number 1. A 1 now is the count from Ridings into Doig. That one misses. Count goes to 1-1. Doig on the season, the leader in batting average for Western Oregon, batting .333 with now 14 doubles on the year. There's a swing and a miss, and the count goes to 1-2. 1 home run for Maddie Doig, and over 20 RBIs for her now on the season. On-base percentage sitting at just over 400. That one misses. Counts even now, 2-2. Doig originally hailing from Dallas, Oregon. Skips in and will do a full count pitch now between Ridings and Doig. Swung on, floated up, Matlock over, and she makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch right next to the umpire. A foul out is good for out number 2. Bella Valdez steps in. Valdez's first pitch. She swings on it. Lopez looks to field it, and she does so successfully in center. 10-pitch inning. Nothing across. We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 SMU. Back here as Chelsea Smith rocks and fires to get us started for the bottom of the second. Shea Lopez fouls that pitch back, and the count is 0-1. Lopez, her batting average on the season, the Waianae, Hawaii native, has a mark of .279 with a home run and 10 RBIs. Swing and a miss. Maybe not quite Hawaii heat right now, but we do have the sun out here, so it maybe almost feels like Hawaii for Shea Lopez. 59 degrees, but it feels like the middle of summer with the sun shining. Count goes to 0-2. That one is a called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. Smith is really locked in since allowing that bases loaded, no out situation. The Saints only getting one out of it. And Riley Gaudia stepping up. Gaudia, another Hawaii native out of Kaneohe, Hawaii. Foul ball. Count goes to 0-1. This SMU softball team did take a trip to Hawaii earlier this spring and played 2 games, or played 2 series, I should say, as that one makes the count 0-2. Before their third series was canceled due to a tree being on the field of play, which is one of the more unique cancellations you'll see. Count is 1-2 as that one misses up high. One, 2 misses on the inside. It's even now 2-2. For Gaudia, she's got a .214 batting average, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Off the plate, count goes full. Next pitch will be number 50, or number 30, not 50, from number 16, Chelsea Smith. a two-time transfer, originally from just up the road in Tacoma, Washington. Swings on that one. Stabbed hard over to third base, and a great reaction from Conklin, the third baseman, and she fires over to first. It's a ground out for out number 2 in the bottom of the second. And Olivia Schmidt now makes her way up with 2 outs. Schmidt steps in. One of 3 seniors honored today, and I mentioned she had over 15 friends and family members that were planning to walk out with her for her senior day ceremony. That was supposed to happen about a week and a half ago, not this Sunday, but the Sunday before, when the Saints hosted Western Washington. It was also supposed to be their final home games of the year, but thanks to the rain postponement of this game, as well as that Western Washington games, they now host these 2 midweek games. Tomorrow will be the regular season home finale for SMU. Counts 1-1 for Schmidt. The good news is despite most of her friends and family, I mean, all of them except for her parents not being able to walk out with her today, they did all make it. Most of them saw that Saturday doubleheader against Western Washington where the Saints split. And as this one is set into shallow center field, it's the second baseman, Carlos, moving back to make the play on it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down in the second. Still 1-0 SMU as we head to the third. Back here, we are in the top of the third. Due up this half inning. It's 8-9-1 for the Western Oregon Wolves. As this one swung on to center field, lasered into the glove of Shea Lopez. That was Bailey Kahele that lined out to get us started here in inning number 3. Lone scoring play right now is a sacrifice fly by Brittany Patrick. It scored Haley Agena. This one's hit into shallow right field, and it's down for a base knock in front of Olivia Schmidt. So Kira McLaughlin, the speedy center fielder, will reach on a bloop single. Down the right field line. Excuse me, that's Shelby Lawson, not Olivia Schmidt over there. This one hit over to third base and fielded by Patrick. She throws to first for out number 2 here in the top of the third. Lexi Carlos was the one that grounded out there. Patrick did not worry about McLaughlin over at first. Knows that she has good speed and probably just willing to bite the bullet, allow her to move into scoring position. And no sacrifice can move anybody else up as this one floats into the zone on Sydney Conklin. The count is 0-1. 7 straight outs, or I guess I should say, through 2 1/3 innings before the first hit against Tia Ridings. Good start from her, and still able to keep the goose egg on the scoreboard. Sydney Conklin behind 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. After that strike in there, 1-2, 2 outs, top of the third here. Conklin 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time up. And she does the same here. A swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the top of the third. It's a quick one. 7 pitches from Tia Ridings. We'll be back for the bottom half of the frame. Back here, we're in the bottom of the third. Haley Agena leads us off. The lone hit for SMU has come off her bat. The lone run has come from her foot touching home plate. She swings on this pitch and fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. Defense playing it in. What has made Haley Agena so successful is the fact that she is a very good meld of a slap hitter and then a true swing away hitter. As that one misses low and away. She gets on base over 50% of her times at the plate. On base percentage of .505. 1-1. Swings on that one, fouled off. Mostly a slap hitter, but she does have some power. She has 4 triples, 1 home run, 7 doubles, 16 RBIs, and that last hit into left field was her 50th of the season. There is no player on either side that can say that they've had 50 hits in 2023. Ball off the plate. Count is 2-2 for Agena. Thought about swinging at that one, but it missed off the plate. Count is full. And I mentioned that was her 26th run scored when she crossed the plate, and that is a staggering number in just one season. Foul ball. Olivia Schmidt, 4-year senior, and somebody who has been in the starting lineup 92 times for SMU, and is a very different player than Agena, not a leadoff batter. Definitely more of a power batter who's brought in a lot of RBIs. In comparison, she's scored 24 times in her career. Agena has bested that in one season. And there's a called strike. Agena was halfway down to first, thinking that that was going to be ball 4. Instead, she strikes out looking for out number 1. That was the 40th pitch thrown by Chelsea Smith today. Vanessa Smoke will step in. Smoke Drop down a sacrifice bunt. Her last time up, and we're going to have a conversation in the pitcher's circle. Certainly some like random spots from my perspective that the pitching coach for Western Oregon comes out and has conversations. Usually you don't see it after a lot of outs. But a little bit different, just trying to chill everybody out, I guess, and take the temperature, allow them to enjoy the fun in the sun. Smoke mentioned she is technically 0 for 0 because she got credit for a sacrifice bunt her last time, and it was a fielder's choice. It would have been a successful sacrifice bunt. That one hits the zone. A called strike. Count is 1-1. This one swung on, fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. Chelsea Smith has been cooking ever since that first inning when she got herself into that jam. One, two with one out. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Chelsea Smith, who keeps on cooking. Destiny Connerly now steps up. Connerly trying to crack the code. That is Smith. She walked against her in inning number 1. That one just off the knees. It's a ball to make it 1-0. One hit for either side today as we near the end of inning number 3. 2-0 is the count to Destiny Connerly. These two sides finished up a contest that started on March 12th. And that's when this game was originally scheduled for, but they finished up that game 1 that got rained out a little bit earlier. It was 9-7 victory for SMU, who inherited an 8-3 lead. So as you can do some math on that one, a heavy surge put on after the restart by Western Oregon, but to no avail. SMU officially credited with their 10th win of GNAC play. This one hits the zone. A called strike. Count is 3-1 now. Next pitch will be number 50 for Chelsea Smith. Off the plate, ball 4. Destiny Connerly will walk to first. Second time that she's been given a free pass. Connerly has one of the best batter's eyes in the conference. 22 walks for her on the season. That was actually 23 and 24, should say. And that's with not having played as many games. This one's lifted up into the air. It's foul for Brittany Patrick. Patrick hit a sacrifice fly that scored Haley Agena, her first time up. Connerly on first. Quite the threat to steal. 13 for 13 on stolen bases this year. The Saints as a whole are 48 for 53 when trying to swipe a bag. Called strike in there. Count goes to 0-2. Smith loops and fires on the outside, and then that one was just, I don't know what happened there, as Willoughby kind of glitched behind the plate, and then she she threw it. She was going to throw it to second. Well, first she stunted a throw to first, and then I think Connerly was kind of going, and then she just lost the ball to then maybe pump a throw to second. Call it a stolen base for Destiny Connerly, at least the way that I saw it. The 14th for her on the year. Swing and a miss. Connerly stranded on second, still 1-0 SMU. We head to the fourth.
I wasn't looking at the runner, so I didn't see.
Yeah, I think she was going. Back here, we're in the top of the fourth inning. Due up this half frame for the Wolves. It's 3-4-5. Lewis, Willoughby, and McGow, excuse me. Lewis rips it right up the middle. Leadoff base knock for the Wolves. Not being very patient at the plate are the Wolves. They're just coming right out and hitting. That's what we've seen in the last couple innings, and it works clearly right there as Lewis gets to first, and now we're going to maybe have a pinch runner, I believe. We will. And she's not going to show her back to the dugout. I think it's 12 over there. Carly Turpin, who was the preferred. It's 12. Foul ball. It's 12 over there. Pinch running, Turpin. The batter is 22, Natalie Willoughby, who fouls off the first pitch. Now squares to bunt, pulls it back. I thought she was still down there, and so did the catcher, Riley Gaudia, who appealed over to first base. The first base ump who was moving back to position basically the first time they tried to appeal over to him. Turned around and said no, she didn't go. Now it's 2-1 after that one misses high. So Turpin on the base paths has not attempted to steal this year, but we've seen, as in last game, they're more than happy to have her be the pinch runner. Dropping down to bunt. That time she did go around and stay around as the count evens up now at 2-2. So the sacrifice pretty much off the table. Swing and a miss. That one dropped off a shelf, and Willoughby came up empty. A strikeout for out number 1. This is a good bunt, drop down. Ridings picks up and throws to Smoke covering first. And that's good for out number 2 on the successful sacrifice bunt by Kate McGow. Turpin moves into scoring position at first base, representing the tying run. Off speed in the zone on Doig. Dangerous hitter at the plate. 0-1 into Doig. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Doig in the hole after popping out foul her last time up. Pitch in, swung on, up the middle, a base knock, green light for Turpin coming home, and it will be safe at home. An RBI single by Matty Doig ties this ball game up. There was a little bobble in center field by Shea Lopez, but probably wouldn't have gotten Turpin. So no error will be given. And Turpin crosses the plate to score a 7th run of the season. Good job by Doig to fight off the 0-2 pitch. We're all tied at 1 apiece here with Doig now standing on first. 1-0 is the count to Bella Valdez. 0 for 1 today with the fly out to center. This one hit down the line into left field. It's foul. 1-1 is the count now. One, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. 1-1 our score. Swung on, over and through for a base knock by Bella Valdez. A nice slap hit that Connerly went full extension for, but couldn't come up with. 2 on now with 2 outs. Can the Wolves push another one across? Up comes the first baseman, Bailey Kahele. As the first pitch misses and the count goes to 1-0. Big moment here with Doig, the left fielder sitting on second base. She just tied this ball game with an RBI single. And now the 2-out pitch swung on and foul. 1-1 is the count now in the top of the 4th. Kahele swings on that one, fouls it down the third base line. Kahele shows bunt, pulls back, misses up high. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming in. Bold in there. Good grab by Gandia behind the plate. Count goes full. 3-2. 2 outs. Runners will be going on the pitch. A ball will load the bases. A strike will retire the side. Swung on. Foul. We'll do it again. 53 total pitches thrown by Tia Ridings. 19 this inning. Four hits by Western Oregon. 1 run to show for it. Up high, ball 4. Bases loaded for Kira McLaughlin. Kira McLaughlin steps into the right-handed batter's box as Ridings gets the sign. Swing and a miss. McLaughlin 1 for 1. She blooped a single down the right field line. Now behind 0-1. McLaughlin on the season a .232 batting average. He has good speed, so if this ball's hitting the infield, anything can happen. 0-1. Up high. Count goes to 1-1. One with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-2 with 2 outs. Ridings rocks and fires. Lifted up into the air. Ridings will make way for Olivia Matlock, who will come in and grab the ball for out number 3. The score is now tied after the RBI single from Doig, but the bases are left loaded, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. First pitch swinging and hitting it into right field is Olivia Matlock. She reaches to start off the bottom of the 4th now as the Saints will look to answer the RBI single by Doig in the top half of this frame. Just the second hit for SMU there as Matlock puts it into right field. Maybe double check and see if head coach Jim Peterson thinks about a pinch runner for Matlock. She has decent wheels, but there are faster players. This one's dropped down by Shelby Lawson. Chelsea Smith will field it on a couple hops and fire it over to first base for out number 1. Sacrifice bunt works exactly how it's supposed to. Shea Lopez now steps in. And now we will see that pinch runner. I believe senior Megan Convery will step in. Convery, a senior listed from Fairview, Oregon. Sees the first pitch miss high. Count goes to 1-0. One out. That one hits the bottom part of the zone, a called strike, and we're even now 1-1. Swung on into left field, down foul. Just fallen in foul territory. Convery probably would have had a decent chance to cross the plate with her wheels. Convery 2 stolen bases this year. 1-2 with 1 out. Off the plate, count goes to 2-2. Unless we get a double play here, we'll get to see the number 8 batter, Riley Gaudia. Two. Swung on off the end of the bat. And a good job by the second baseman, Carlos, to see that one float into her glove. And Convery, a good job to read it and get back to second to make sure not to get doubled off. Up comes Riley Gaudia, the catcher. Gaudia on the season, mentioned already, good batting average at sitting over the Mendoza line at 200. Only 5 RBIs. That one misses low and away. Count goes to 1-0. Right down Main Street, a called strike, and the count is 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs. Megan Convery on second, pinch running for Olivia Matlock. This one is fouled up and back into the netting. Count goes to 1-2. The Wolves and the Saints deadlocked here in this contest. It is anybody's game to win or lose. That one misses low in the dirt. Good grab by Willoughby behind the plate. As we'll see, a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, foul. 67 pitches thrown by Chelsea Smith. She's on the score sheet for Game 1, but she did not appear today in Game 1. As I mentioned already, a continuation from a March 12th contest between the sides. This one misses off the plate. Count is now full for Gaudia. Three-two, 2 outs. Gaudia at the plate, Convery at second, Smith in the circle. She loops and fires, swung on, out to left field, and it's down over the head of Doig. Scoring easily as Convery, Gaudia into second with a stand-up RBI double. The Saints have the lead back at 2-1. You pretty much knew that one off the bat. Doig had no chance at it as Gaudia worked the count full and took that one with authority all the way to the wall in left center field. Two to one, Saints back in front. Up comes Olivia Schmidt. First pitch hits the zone, a called strike. Schmidt 0 for 1 today. She flied out to shallow center where the second baseman Carlos came back to grab it. 0-1 with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss from Schmidt. Count is 0-2. The senior class of Olivia Schmidt, Megan Convery, who just scored that last run, and Abby Runyon, who won Game 1, celebrated pregame today. Pitch misses, count goes to 1-2. This was a senior class. They started in that spring 2020 season where they were only able to play about 15 or so games before the season was cut short and ended due to COVID. And there's a called strike 3 to end the 4th inning. It's an RBI double by Riley Gaudia. That makes the difference and puts the Saints back in front in the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1 SMU. Back here, we are in top of the 5th inning. St. Martin's University is up 2-1 in this contest. Looks like we might get a pinch hitter or something happening here as Lexi Carlos is the leadoff batter. Okay, I don't know what was being checked. Oh, yeah, this is what's being checked on. It's number 3, Logan. Oh, I had the wrong 3 in my, or the wrong Carlos. I was not looking in my scorebook. I wrote down Lexi Carlos, but it's Logan Carlos out there. Lexi Carlos, Logan Carlos' sister, actually a transfer from St. Martin's. Leadoff batter. One makes it 1-2 with a strike there. Off the plate, 2-2. Two pitch. The hips flip, but But the bat doesn't come through. Count is now full 3-2. And in the end, it's a strikeout there for one gone. First pitch misses. To Sidney Conklin, and the count goes to 1-0. One 1 is the count. This one swung on, lifted out to right center field. Shea Lopez under it pretty comfortably on the run for out number 2. Up comes Isabel Lewis. And that'll do it for the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. There's some sort of change. Back here, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Chelsea Smith back out in the circle, and a ball misses low. Count goes to 1-0. This one swung on out to center field over the head of McLaughlin. This is extra bases. Again, buzzing around for third. She's going to be held up there. It's a stand-up triple from Haley Agena, and exactly what I was talking about. You do not see slap hitters with that sort of power as she beams that one over the head of the center fielder. And the thing is, slap hitters, you can adjust to them. You can kind of pinch in and move your defense to the left side of the outfield. But then as soon as you do that with Haley Agena, she rips something like that goes all the way to the fence, over the head of your center fielder, and is easily in with a 3-bagger. Vanessa Smoke now will come in 0 for 1 on the day with a sac bunt. As that pitch misses, I guess hits the zone for a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Shadows are starting to catch over the umpire behind home, so he's starting to blend in with the darkness there There's a swing and a miss, and the count goes to 0-2. Smoke takes the ball. Count goes to 1-2. This one's hit over to second, bobbled by the second baseman. She throws it safe over there. And that's going to be an error, but an RBI error at that. Because it would have been a ground out the other way. So call it an E4 on Carlos. Agena scores. It is 3-1 SMU. Smoke now sitting on first. The run will go down as earned. The current run. This one's popped up into the air, grabbed by the first baseman, Kahele. So a bunt out for Destiny Connerly has one gone. This one swung on a high fly ball. Will it stay in play? It will. It will not, as it just got down. No, it got caught. They're saying it got caught there. So Brittany Patrick goes down via a pop out to the shortstop Valdez, who went full extension in foul territory for that one. What a play from her. Wow. First pitch misses the zone. A ball to Olivia Matlock, who's now in. Now it's 1-1. This one swung on, fouled back. Missed off the plate to even the count at 2-2. Up high, counts full. 3-2, 2 outs. That means the runner over at first. Smoke will be running on the contact. There will be no more earned runs this inning against Smith, no matter what happens. And it's a called strike 3 to end the frame. Smoke gets an RBI ground out after the leadoff triple by Haley Agena. It's 3-1 as we head to the 6th. Back in here, we are in the top of the 6th inning. We got a pinch hitter. It's Shelby Smalley coming in for Western Oregon. First pitch swinging over to Connerly, who's going to backhand and fire. What a throw from Destiny Connerly. 1 out on 1 pitch in the top of the 6th. McGow will now come up. McGow is 0 for 1. T. Riding still out there, doing good work with his squad up 2. Swing and a miss there. Count goes to 0 and 1. Misses up high, 1-1 now the count. That one called the ball. Count goes to 2-1. Fouled back, and we're even at 2-2. McGow, her first time up, flying out to center field, and she also has a sacrifice bunt. This one swung on. Good contact to left field, but it's foul. High fly ball for McGow there. Home run totals for this Western Oregon squad. They're not a power hitting team, just 11 home runs and 16 against. That one drops in there, and it's low for 3-2. Next pitch will be number 75 for T. Ridings. (3-2) with 1 out and the base is empty. Swung on, down for a base hit in right field. McGow is aboard with 1 away. The tying run, that means, comes to the plate. And it's Maddie Doig, an RBI single for her already today. 2 doubles in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Infield's going to come in, and that might be the day for Tia Ridings. It is. Chloe Leverington's going to come out and most likely attempt a 5-out save here starting in the 6th. Don't go anywhere. Going to be an exciting finish from Saints Field. You're watching the Saints Digital Network. Back here, we are in the top of the 6th. The new pitcher for St. Martin's University is Chloe Leverington, going to come on and try and attempt her 10th save of the year. A swing and a miss gets us started against Doig. Count goes to 0-1. One of the best relief pitchers in all of Division II college softball. Chloe Leverington, the Forks, Washington native, is standing on the mound. She came in and got a save in game one when the tying run was at the plate for Western Oregon. And she got a fly out of the final batter there after the Wolves made things testy at the end of the contest. Rest of the stats on the season for Chloe Leverington: a 3.18 ERA, 3-6 record. Mentioned 9 saves for her. She does have one complete game in one of her 3 starts. She has 65 strikeouts to just 14 walks. That one's going to be down for a base hit into right field. It's Olivia Schmidt back into right field for St. Martin's. So Olivia Schmidt is no longer the designated player. She is the right fielder. Vanessa Smoke now is the designated player, as that one's fouled back. And Shelby Lawson is the second baseman, FYI. McGow moves up to second base. That means the tying run is aboard now, as Valdez sees the 0-1. Check swing. It's said to be in the zone. So count goes to 0-2 against Valdez. 0-2. Swung on and missed. A big strikeout. Kahele now needs to make do with this at-bat with Doig on first. First pitch, right down Main Street, a called strike on Kahele. 0 for 1 today is Kahele with a walk. This one swung on, a foul ball back, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2, 2 outs, 2 on. 3-1 is our contest. Top of the 6th. Leverington trying to come in, finish off the top of the 6th, then she'll get a clean slate. As that one misses, Gaudia snags it well behind the plate. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs. Doig on first, McGow on second. The pitch swung on and missed. That will do it as Chloe Leverington gets through the 6th. The last chance for some insurance for SMU coming up in the bottom half of the frame. Back here, we are in the bottom of the sixth to up this half inning for SMU. It's Lawson, Lopez, and Gadia. And right away, Lawson just absolutely clobbered a ball. It's a home run to left field and a solo shot to make it 4-1. Yeah, that'll do. Shelby Lawson on the season. That is her third home run of her freshman campaign. That pitch misses. Count goes to 1-0 for Shea Lopez now following it up. Drops down a bunt. This is going to be a tough play, but a good one by the third baseman Conklin, who throws it to first base in time. Call it 5-3 on the bunt out for out number 1. Riley Gadia at the plate now. Foul ball. Count goes to 0-1. One and 1 is the count. Excuse me, 0-2. That's a foul ball off the foot of Gadia. 0-2 with one out here. Still 0-2 after the new catcher, Shelby Smalley, had a quick conversation with their catcher. This one's a foul ball out of play. Stay at 0-2. Chelsea Smith at 94 pitches today. Oh, 2 with one out. That one will miss, and the count goes to 1-2. Two and two now, as that one misses high and away. Good at bat here by Riley Gadia. 2-2. And she put a load into that one, but ripped it foul. And it's ball 4. Gaudia works the walk. Olivia Schmidt will step in. Maybe she won't, as this is going to be a pinch hitter. Kaylee Legowski will step in. Legowski, the true freshman, batting a .211 mark. Originally from California. See what she can do in a pinch hitting role. She also is a right fielder, so a decent chance she stays in to finish off this contest out there in right. Legowski still yet to hit her first collegiate extra base hit. Does have 1 RBI. That one misses low. Count goes to 1-0 on Legowski. That was pitch number 100 from Chelsea Smith. It's fouled back. We also have a pinch runner over at first base. Coming in for Gaudia is Kekai Schultz, and probably a good chance we see her stay in catching. She just has a lot more experience thus far as a returning catcher. That one hits the zone, and the count goes to 1-2. So Schultz on first. Legowski at the plate. 1-2 pitch with 1 out. Swung on, fouled back. Timing was perfect. Just a little bit under it was Legowski. Legowski standing 5'10", the freshman. Graduate of Del Oro High School. Off the plate, we go 2-2. Chelsea Smith right now pitching in a losing effort. He's playing really solid out there. Just a couple runs scraped across for the Saints. This one slashed foul. Falls into the SMU pen. Two. I think that was 2-2. But as soon as it went in, Legowski first looked like she was trying to walk to first, and then the umpire called it a strike, and she walked to the dugout. Up comes Haley Agena, a single and a triple for Agena, halfway to the cycle. Going to take a big inning or extra innings to get her there. As the first pitch hits the zone, it's a called strike, and Kekai Schultz steals second base. For Kekai Schultz, that was her 4th stolen base on the year. That one misses off the plate. Count is now 1-1. One, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th here. Last chance for some insurance for SMU. They've already got a Shelby Lawson home run. Now a foul ball. Puts Agena in the hole 1-2. Chloe Leverton loading up to finish off a save. one misses, and the count's even now 2-2. 110 pitches thrown by Chelsea Smith. 2-2, 2 outs. The pitch off the plate. The outfield is not completely aligned for a slap hitter, but they are pinched in. And just as I say that, we have a new center fielder, as Mago has taken over the center fielding duties. And Agena works herself a walk. Up comes Vanessa Smoke. Smoke 0 for 3 today, but does have an RBI. This one's popped up and foul. Looks like Sophie Franklin is the new right fielder on for Western Oregon. She will replace McLaughlin in that 9-hole. An 0-1 pitch coming in with 2 outs. Up high, count goes to 1-1. That one misses, counts 2-1 now. 2-1, 2 outs, 2 on. Good speed in Schultz and Agena. Pitch into Smoke. She sees that one over the heart of the plate, a called strike, and it's 2-2. Just missing on that would-be punch-out pitch. Count goes full. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners going on the pitch. Smoke standing in there. Batting average of .218 and 4 RBIs. Swings on it, rips it down the left field line, but foul. So the first baseman, Gahele, coming over to say something to her pitcher here. Trying to tell her something to give her some confidence to get this punch-out pitch, give the squad a chance. It will not happen here. Ball misses high. It is ball 4. Everybody moves up a base, and they're juiced for Destiny Connerly. Chelsea Smith. Next pitch will be 120 for Smith. Connerly tied for second place on the squad with 5 home runs, and she was thinking big shot on that one. A swing and a miss behind 0-1. 1 home run already this inning as Shelby Lawson took Chelsea Smith yard to lead off the frame. 0-1. Misses just off the knees. Count goes to 1-1. One with 2 outs. Up high, 2-1. Two on, 2 outs. Smith fires it. That one's in the zone. Counts even up now at 2-2. Schultz on third. Agena on second. Smoke on first. Saints have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. Last chance to add some insurance before Leverington tries to finish off her save. This one's popped up into the air, and it's foul right in front of the SMU bench. We stay at 2-2. Up high. Lost it for a second, did the new catcher, Shelby Smalley. But back to it. And now a 3-2 with 2 outs, bases loaded. Everybody will be moving. Swung on, check swing. That is grabbed by the third baseman. That will do it for the 6th inning of play. One across on the Shelby Lawson solo home run. Last chance for the Wolves when we come back for the top of the 7th. Back here, dropping down a bunt, and getting to first successfully is McLaughlin. It's a way to start off actually that's not McLaughlin, that's Sophie Franklin. That did that. Good work by Franklin to get aboard. Try and come up with the recipe to mount a comeback here. Olivia Schmidt back into right field. Schultz is the new catcher. 1-0 pitch is fouled back. That one misses. Count goes to 2-1. Foul back. It's 2-2. Logan Carlos at the plate. She shows bunt. And will swing and miss. Logan Carlos, her 3rd strikeout of the day, is good for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. A 3-run ball game. And it should be Sydney Conklin coming up here. This one's fouled back. It's not Conklin. It's number 2, Kate Ronning, who fouls back that first pitch. Another foul, and it's 0-2 on Ronning. Can't locate that one in the lower outside corner, so it goes to 1-2. The 1-2 now coming in. Check, swing. Peel over to first. Said she didn't go, so the count's even now, 2-2. Two pitch. Swung on, up the middle. Fielded, no, it just gets beyond the dive of Shelby Lawson. The second baseman nearly had a chance to nab that one. Instead, she comes up just short, and now runners on first and second. The tying run comes to the plate. It will be an exciting finish once again, as these two squads, not much is separating them. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. This should be Isabel Lewis. Is it? Looks like it is. Isabel Lewis down 0-1 in the count right now. She represents the tying run. Swings on it. Foul ball. Now she's behind 0-2. As Leverington fires it in. Swung on, lifted up to shallow center field. It's Lawson back to make the play. 2 gone. Shelby Smalley, the catcher, is the last chance for Western Oregon. Still representing the tying run at the plate. One swing of the bat, this ball game could be tied, but there are no home runs for her on the year. It's out to Shea Lopez in center field for out number 3, and the Saints win. Chloe Leverington comes on. She gets her 10th save of the year. The St. Martin Saints inch across 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and then it was the long ball, the boomstick from Shelby Lawson in the 6th that writes the script for today's second game. It's a big sweep for the St. Martin Saints, a 3-run win here, a 2-run win in game 1, and the Saints move to 11-7 in GNAC play. Western Oregon falls to 11-9. They also have a 5-17 record away from home. The Saints are 11-3 here at Saints Field. The win goes to St. Martin University's Tia Writings. The loss will go to Chelsea Smith, who pitched valiantly in the losing effort. The save, like I said, goes to Chloe Leverington, her 10th of the season. That'll do it for today's broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in so much. And for everybody at SMU Athletics, including our stream producer extraordinaire, Ibrahim Mustafa, my name is Sky Gladstone. Please have a great rest of your night and stay safe out there.